$100,000. That's how high some of the new car truck prices are at dealership nowadays. And you know what? Well, that's crazy, because today we're counting down a handful of used ones that are tough, reliable, and most importantly, under 10 G's. Like, subscribe. First up is the Ford F-150. Yeah, you know the saying, built Ford tough. Well, they ain't playing, because, yeah, we all know Fords say this. You know what? They actually aren't wrong, because the F-150 has been America's best-selling truck for over 40 years, and for very good reason. It's reliable. Parts, they are everywhere. And if you need a truck that can haul, tow, or just keep on trucking, this is the one. But hold up real quick, because before you start scrolling Craigslist, let's talk engines. You're going to see a lot of 2004 to 2008 F-150s in this price range. And if you don't want to spend your weekends under the hood, do not, I repeat, do not get the 5.4 liter Triton V8. Again, avoid the 5.4 Triton. Yes, this thing loves blowing spark plugs, eating cam phasers, and making you question your life choices. Instead, go for the 4.6 liter V8. It's not as powerful, yes, but it'll save you a whole lot of headaches. And it can get done pretty much everything that the Triton could. The best part, though, you can find great examples for pennies. This 05 XLT Super Crew with the 4.6 liter V8 is listed for just $4,800. Also, little inside baseball, if you see one that was part of a fleet or work truck, don't write it off. These are often well maintained, and the price will be way better than some bro truck with a sky-high lift kit and fake beadlock wheels. And if you want to find any of these trucks for cheap via Auto Tempest, I've linked to all of them in the pinned first comment below. Go check them out. And number 2. If the F-150 is Batman, well then, the Silverado is Superman. Equally matched, no gimmicks, no nonsense, just a solid old school workhorse that does exactly what it's supposed to do. Nothing more, nothing less. The 03 to 07 models are the best bang for your buck, and I love those headlights. These things are built like tanks, but they drive smoother than you'd expect from a full-size truck. Now, let's talk engines, because Chevy absolutely nailed it with the 5.3 liter Vortec V8. This thing is bulletproof, easy to work on, and sounds glorious when you hit the gas. But these trucks do have some minor issues. If you're looking at a used Silverado, get ready to check for rust, especially on the rocker panels. These things love to rust like it's a hobby. Also, the fuel pumps tend to randomly quit, so be ready for that. This 05 LS Crew Cab with the Vortec V8 is listed for under $8,000. Also, pro buying tip. If you find a GMC Sierra cheaper than a Silverado, well, buy it. They're the same truck, just with a different badge, but the Sierra don't get as much hype, so you can sometimes score a better deal. So, let's talk about a Toyota truck that is probably the best all-around truck on this list at this price point. Yeah, we're talking about the Toyota Tacoma. It's unkillable. It ages extremely well and somehow manages to be both compact and tough at the same time. I don't know how it does it. I mean, these trucks hold their value better than your 401k, which is both a blessing and it's a curse. You're going to find plenty of 1998 to 2004 Tacomas under 10, but they won't be cheap for long. The best engine choices, well, you got the 2.7 liter 4-cylinder if you want simple reliability, or the 3.4 liter V6 if you want more power. Either way, you're getting a truck that'll outlast your grandkids. This 2002 extended cab with the V6 is on sale for just $6,500, and yeah, it has over 200,000 miles, but it'll go for much longer than that. And ones with low mileage can go all the way into the $20,000 plus range. If you can find one for cheap, well, you do it. And if you're serious about getting a Tacoma, we'll check the frame first. Better yet, search in dry states like Arizona, Texas, or even Washington, California, and Oregon. They're gonna have way less rust than anything from the Midwest or the East Coast. And hey, Tacoma owners, drop your mileage in the comments. Let's see who has the highest. I can't wait to see. Now, if you don't need a full-size truck, but you still want something practical, affordable, and actually fun to drive, the Chevy Colorado is a solid choice. What makes this thing a hidden gem? It's small enough for city driving, but still rugged enough for off-road adventures. And as for specs, the 3.7 liter inline 5 is the engine to get. It's surprisingly peppy and way more reliable than the weak 2.8 liter 4-cylinder. And here's something people totally forget. The Colorado actually gets really solid fuel economy for a truck. We're talking like 25 miles per gallon, folks. So if you're really daily driving this thing, but you still need a bed every once in a while, this one makes a whole lot of sense. Now, this 04 Extendo with the inline 5 is for sale for under $7,000, and it only has 125,000 miles. And if you can find one with a manual transmission, you're going to want to buy that instead. The automatics in these trucks have a habit of dying young. Plus, rowing gears is more fun, and it's a better choice if you want to go uphill or downhill or haul some stuff. Plus, rowing through your own gears is more fun, and it's better to choose your own gear when hauling a load up a hill, right? The Ram 1500 is the truck for people who just want raw power. I mean, if you love 300 plus horsepower Hemis, then you're going to love this truck. But here is the thing. These trucks had terrible transmissions. The 545 RFE automatic is known for shifting like a confused toddler and eventually giving up on life. So if you're going to buy a Ram 1500, check if the transmission has been rebuilt or replaced. If it has, you're golden. But if not, you might be rolling the dice. But the good news is that they are cheap, so you won't have to worry too much about maintenance costs. The 03 Laramie Package 1500 is listed for less than $6,500. And kids, if you ditch the hard shell bed cover, you'd make this thing even faster. But you didn't hear me say that, did you? Okay, now I want to give you guys some honorable mentions, and the first up is the Ford Ranger. Now, this one is one of the most underrated trucks ever made. The Ranger is small, simple, and ridiculously reliable. The 4-liter V6 is the engine to get. It's bulletproof, and it actually has enough power to tow things, unlike the smaller 4-cylinder versions. And here is a very fun fact. Rangers are actually super capable off-road if you get a 4x4 model. People lift these things, throw on bigger tires, and turn them into mini off-road beasts. This 08 with the V6 and a super cab body is listed for $10,000, and it's a super sweet deal for what you're getting. And I'm sure that you could find a 4-wheel drive example for the same money if you look harder. But you gotta use the ideal car strategies if you're gonna buy any of these trucks on this list, or any cars for that matter. We have a brand new workshop I've linked in the pinned first comment below. Because next up is our final honorable mention, the first gen Toyota Tundra. The 4.7 liter V8, that thing is smooth, like your boy, and it's reliable and surprisingly powerful. These trucks also ride a lot smoother than other full-size trucks from this era. And let's be real, Toyota reliability in a full-size truck, it's unmatched. Here you go, an 06 Tundra double cab with a 4.7 liter V8 listed for just under $10,000. And if we're being real, you don't need one with low miles. These are proven to go 1,000,000 miles with regular maintenance. Seriously, just look it up. So you get one with higher mileage, you save a bunch of money without really risking much more in repairs, and that's how you do it. So which one of these trucks would you buy? Or are we missing a great one that should have been on this list? Drop a comment down below. And if you enjoyed this vid, well, like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and check out these Ideal vids over here. I'm Brad, this is Ideal. We'll see you next week, and promise me one thing, keep living the Ideal lifestyle.